Racism is the most powerful system on the planet, yet it is often perceived as the most taboo subject to discuss. World-renowned activist and best-selling author Tariq Nasheed takes on this challenge head-on in his new book, Foundational Black American Race Baiter. This is the most important book you will need in order to understand the mechanisms of systemic racism and how to counter this system. Get Foundational Black American Race Baiter now at Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com. Also get limited autographed collector's editions of the book at officialfba.com.
Yo, what's going on, fam? How y'all doing? I'm just putting the links up right now. Glad to have y'all tuning in. I am in Hawaii right now. Hold on one second. Let me get all my links together. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys can hear me pretty good. What is going on with the fam? Hold on, I'm just putting all my social media stuff up right now. While we're in here, I know I'm a little bit late. It's very early out here. It's like 3 hours ahead of LA time. So I think it's like what, 7:40 something in LA. So, but I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me throw this stuff on some of my other platforms. Glad to have y'all tuning in, by the way, guys. All right, what's going on with the family? Everybody come on in. A little bit late. It's very early. Okay. How's my audio? My audio sounds a little janky. There's stuff going on in the background, but I'm here. Do I sound low? How's my sound? I know the sound is a little funny style because there's wind going on around here. The volume is low. Okay, let me try a few things, fam. Let me try a few things here to get this volume. I'm gonna get it right. Don't trip. Hold on one second. Let me get this volume right for the family. All right. Because y'all might hear some Hawaiian music in the background. All right. There it is, right there. Bam, bam, right there. All day. All right. How's that? Let me pump that up a little bit. All right. I know that's better. I know that is much better. All right, now let me let everybody know that I'm live here. Sounds good now? All right, hold on one second. Let me start throwing some stuff on the social media. Hold on. Man, but I'm glad everybody's tuning in, man. I'm out here, been out here, got here yesterday. Hold on. All right. So what's going on with y'all, man? Before I get started, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you have not already subscribed, and hit that thumbs up button, and share this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Let everybody know that we're live right now. Please, everybody, share the broadcast because we're going to chop up some real serious game here tonight at my hotel here in the lovely Honolulu, Hawaii. What's going on? I'm trying to post some stuff here. Hold on. I'm trying to post on my Facebook real quick. Hold on. Let me post this one thing, then I'll be good to go. And while I'm doing that, you guys can go to officialfba.com to get my book, Foundational Black American Race Baiter. All right. Throwing this on Facebook, and now I'm good to go. All right. I am good to go. All right. So we good. Sound good. Everything is good, family. All right, what do we need? So much stuff we got to talk about. Oh yeah, I already know about the noni juice. Yeah, I've been up on that noni juice for a long time. I'm already knowing. Yes, the baby girl first trip to the island, so she's enjoying herself. The boys are enjoying themselves. All right. Glad to have everybody in the room. Where's the FBA family? Now, look, somebody was talking about certain people taking shots at FBA. That's nothing to really, that's nothing to really trip on. I'm not really offended by that because if you're attacking Foundational Black Americans as if it's a group, that's nothing to even address. I'm not even offended by that. And that's not, that's just somebody, they just have a misunderstanding. So, a group called FBA has nothing to do with me or anybody else. So I'm not even offended by that. There's nothing to be offended by. Again, if anybody says this group that you gotta join and this group is such and such, I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about somebody else. I ain't offended by that. Yeah, that's nothing even trip on. Yeah, that's a whole straw man argument. And again, we have to learn how to, when somebody ain't talking about our lineage, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And no disrespect to anybody. That's just somebody, they are just misinformed, and there's some imaginary group that they're talking about. Yeah, if you're talking about a group, an organization called FBA, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. What this group is doing or not doing, I have no idea what you're talking about. And if you got a problem with an imaginary group, have your problem with that group. Not offended by that. Not offended at all. Yeah, I'm not a part of any group. I don't know about no group called FBA. I know about a lineage. I know that, I'm born a foundational Black American based on my foundational Black American lineage. Yeah, again, people, this is the problem. People keep trying to mix this thing up with some goddamn ADOS. ADOS is a group. They mixed in, they made a group and a lineage interchangeable, and that caused confusion on their end. That has nothing to do with our foundational Black American lineage. That's the reason why we wanted to designate the lineage foundational Black American and make it one thing, lineage. It's not a group, it's not a paint and sip, it's not a soccer team, it's not a kickball rally crew, you dig? That's the problem when you mix in and multi-define certain things and deliberately cause confusion, you see? We don't have anything to do with that. Foundational Black American is a lineage. And the interesting thing, people who misconstrue what it is are foundational Black Americans themselves. You understand? So I'm not offended. I'm not offended at all about anybody who's misconstruing it. Some people are genuinely confused because they heard something. They hear trolls saying, well, it's a group, it's a group. And the people who are saying that, no, it's not. They know it's not a group. But they have to try to make it a group because right now, the foundational Black American movement and us understanding what our culture is, it's so strong right now, and they can't do anything about it because it's based on codification. And when a bunch of people are on code, you can't do anything about the code because the code is in here. So they have to try to compartmentalize it and make it into a group so they can attack a group. You see? That's why they're desperate and it's not working. Them trying to attack me, you see that? I've been trending like every other day. Well, really ever since we announced that we're going to have that big rally in Washington, D.C. I've been trending every other damn day. The Democratic Shields, the Alphabet Boys, they got their people trying to, you can see ops all over the place, thinking if they disparage me, that's going to do something. That doesn't, disparaging me means nothing because I'm not the leader of anybody. That's the thing that's making it fall flat. The only way disparaging or discrediting works is if a person has designated themselves as a leader of something. I have not. That's why that thing is falling flat. Y'all can talk about me all day. I don't care. I do not care. You're just wasting time, and you're solidifying people's allegiance to their culture. You see? Oh yeah, the guard is up, definitely. Now, yeah, I got to be careful because last time, remember, I was in Hawaii, I was doing a broadcast. I was at another hotel, and some people recognized the background. I'm doing a live, and they came, showed up. Hey, Tariq, man, let me get a picture. I'm like, oh, but this is Hawaii. Everybody's cool, and I wasn't tripping on them. Yeah, this is Hawaii. Everybody's hella cool out here. They were vacationing. You know? Yeah, they want to target. See, with black folks, us being on code, they never want us to be on code because that's where the power is. The power is in codification. That's where the power is. So they always try to egg us on into getting somebody to act as a leader. They love for us to designate somebody as a damn leader so they can attack the leader. We're not playing the leadership of a group game. We're not playing that because we don't have to, man. We have a lineage and a culture. You dig? And when you have a lineage and a culture to wrap yourself around, that makes you unstoppable. See, the thing is, man, we have put pride back into acknowledging our specific lineage. okay? Because for so long, and there was a sister who made a great tweet the other day. She was talking about how too many people at Foundation of Black American Lineage, man, they need some kind of cultural booster shot to make them have pride in their culture, because black people who are foundational have been told so long that you're invisible. We've played this benign neglect, invisible game with the dominant society. We've done that for way too long. We've done this, we all, black brothers in the struggle, we all black and brown, we played that whole game. And then we've allowed people to erase who we are. And people want us to be erased. They want us to be an invisible, the tether in the back. They want to tether off of us. They want us to be the energy in the background that they can tether off of. They want to tether from us. They want us in the background while they ride us in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? We're in the background doing all the heavy lifting while everybody's in the front benefiting off of us in the back. You know what that's called? Slavery. That's what slavery was. People just want an extension of slavery. We have to do all the heavy lifting and other people benefit, and we have to sacrifice ourselves for everybody. We're cutting that out. And we've done that for so long, and then people turn around and show nothing but disrespect. That's what brought us to this whole situation with Power 106 and the American Cholo dude. I'm gonna touch on him for a quick minute. I don't want to beat a dead horse. The American Cholo dude, and for those who don't know, there was a situation where the rapper Tyga, and I talked about this a couple of days ago, he did a rap song called Akaramba, and that's kind of a little thing where the rappers do Hispanic themed songs, really to kind of pay homage to him. YG did a song, Go Loco. OT Genesis, he does these songs that have these Hispanic themes to them with these Latin cadences to them. But OT Genesis, he's Hispanic himself. He's he's Belizean. And his last name he has a Spanish last name. So that's kind of a thing for, certain rappers out in LA to do like a Latin Hispanic theme songs. And a lot of it's not done in a malicious way. It's not done in a malicious way because their audience out here in LA, well, I'm not in LA now, I'm on vacation, but they have a majority Hispanic audience in LA. They have a majority Hispanic audience. Yeah. Eminem did the same thing. He didn't say nothing about Eminem. So Tyga does this song, and he's kind of having a tongue-in-cheek thing where he's portraying a Mexican dude in the video, so he's just having fun with it. Oh, Dash did a song called F Power 106. Yeah, let me tell you something, Power 106, man. They're gonna have to issue an apology, but let me go into that. Let me get into this. So Tyga did this song, and then this guy American Cholo, who's known among us in the grassroots community. We're familiar with him. A lot of folks didn't know who this guy was. He was kind of a clout chaser, but we were already been familiar with this guy for a minute. Hardcore, anti-black racist, wannabe alt-right. So he popped up here doing some stereotypical stuff, talking about, what are black folks? Well, what if they did a video in blackface eating chicken and watermelon? How would they feel? And Tyga is wrong, whoop-de-whoop, and Tyga shouldn't be doing these stereotypes. So the Gil guy from American Cholo, he made a fuss about it, and he basically was trying to get clout off Tyga. He was trying to get clout, and they ended up inviting him, Tyga and Power 106, invited him to the radio station to talk to Tyga about the racist implications of it and how Tyga should atone for the racism against the Latino community and all that. Everybody's been going in on this American Cholo dude. Shout out to Phil Scott, he went on him. Star had him on. Shout out to Star and Buck Wild. Star was kind of fair with the guy, but one of Star's callers went in on him for real. But yeah, the American Cholo, he sounds just like a Proud Boy. He sounds like the alt-right. He's up here trying to act like he's some kind of mediator. Oh, why are you doing my poor community like this? And Tyga's up there apologizing. And look, Tyga's non-FBA. That's my brother. I know Tyga. Me and Tyga are cool. Tiger rocks with my movies. He likes the Hidden Colors films, and I rock with Tiger, and I like Tiger's music. But let's keep it clear, that wasn't representative of FBA culture. Him getting up there apologizing to that anti-black racist. You dig? Tiger's my dude, but Tiger's non-FBA. Tiger's Asian and Jamaican. That's my brother, but that doesn't represent foundational black American culture. And let's be clear, Gil, American Cholo, talking about, what if, he was going to insult Tiger or whoever by talking about chicken and watermelon. That's not even Tiger's culture, by the way. Tiger doesn't come from a culture of chicken and watermelon. The black side of Tiger's family is Jamaican. They don't do chicken and watermelon. You dig? So that stereotype didn't even apply to Tiger. He's not even FBA. Yeah, Tiger's non-FBA. Yeah, Tiger's not FBA. He's my brother, though. That's my brother. I'm not saying that to disparage him, but yeah, Tiger, his mother's Vietnamese or something like that, Asian, and his dad is Jamaican. It was some kind of Asian. No, Tiger's my brother because Tiger's been cordial to me. So yeah, I'm not disrespecting that brother. And let me play the devil's advocate. Listen. I understand where Tiger is coming from. Tiger has to get another hit record. A lot of rappers, again, especially in LA, the audience is mostly Hispanic. The radio stations in LA, most of them, besides KGLH, I don't know who's the program director up there now. I forgot what the brother's name was, but most of the program directors in Los Angeles radio, Hispanic dudes. So you want to get your record played up at Power 106, that's a Hispanic station. All the jocks are Hispanic up there. You understand? So you got to go up there and kind of suck up to them a little bit. You did? Yeah, you got to go up there and kiss up to them a little bit. Not cool. And the thing is, I ain't trying to get no record on Power 106, so I'm going to keep it 100. I don't have to play that game with them. So a lot of the black artists out here in LA, when they want to get a record played, they got to sit here and kind of bite their tongue and kind of go along to get along. Shout out to Dash Dillinger saying Power 106 years ago. Power 106 do be on some BS. Yeah. The Power 106 had that Gil guy up there making Tiger apologize, and he was bragging about having Tiger apologize and all this stuff, bragging about it. Kind of high-fiving each other and all this stuff. And then I had to remind people that this dude right here, this ain't the kind of dude who needs to have anybody apologizing to anything. Do y'all know this guy's background? Then I started posting clips of some of the stuff that the dude said to me. I had a problem with the dude. The dude jumped out of a window figuratively at me a year or so ago, talking greasy because I go in on white supremacists. He was mad at me for going in on the white supremacists. He personally got offended with me going in on the racists. Like, hey, why you always talking about them? Why you always talking about them? You live in a white suburb and all this old crazy talk. How come you ain't living in the hood with the brothers? Talking crazy and calling me all types of ghetto coons. I played the video. Y'all seen that last week. And a lot of other blogs picked up on that. And he's still doubling down. Yeah, he's a weirdo, dude. And he's not even Mexican. He's from Honduras. Yeah, I lost my voice. I've been out here swimming, but I'm here. You guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, he's not, yeah. So, yeah, he came out here from Honduras when he was 6. You did? So the dude has been talking all types of greasy about black people. He's always done that. He has a real bug in his ass about that. And, I checked him on that, and, gave him some straightening a while back. And, what was this texting me? Shout out to people hitting me up on the CashApp Kingflex818. Shout out to you guys, much respect to you. But yeah, the dude ain't even that, he's not even a Mexican. And let's be clear, he keeps trying to make it into a black and Mexican thing. That's him doing that. We're cool. We ain't got no problem with no essays or Mexicans or anybody else. But this dude, you gotta watch these little instigator type dudes. Yeah, he's a fake Mexican. He ain't really no Mexican. So you gotta watch dudes like that who gets out here and instigates a bunch of stuff and then turns around and tries to act like a victim. You see? And this guy tries to push a line with a lot of black folks. They tried to do the same thing with YG. YG did a song that Go Loco, whatever, and then they tried to get at him about it, and YG didn't even take the bait. YG wasn't even tripping. Then they tried to push the line with me for going after racists, and I damn sure wasn't. I checked all of them on that nonsense, and I start checking them on their history. Douglas, don't mention nobody trolls in here. Yeah. You don't have to mention nobody trolls. Don't mention some nobody ass clout chasing trolls. Yeah, Tiger was also on Go Loco. But this dude is trying to clout chase off FBAs. He's been clout chasing or trying to clout chase. This guy has a real bug in his ass about us. And a lot of his racist clips are coming up, him calling us all types of N-words. I'm gonna play some of them. I played a couple last week, but I'm gonna play some more that some people might not have heard. And he's been trying to explain left and right the whole thing about the reparations. Him and his buddies talking about Foundation of Black Americans shouldn't get reparations and they should boycott if we try to get reparations. I mean, this is some hardcore hating, man. Yeah, this ain't normal hating. This is some hardcore hating, dude. They're talking about boycotting us for trying to get our reparations. They're like, if we try to get reparations, we need to be boycotted. Yeah? Y'all excuse the noise in the background, guys. But yeah, let me play some of the stuff of this guy. Hold on, let me play this. Listen to this. He's been pulling that type of stuff for a minute. Hold on, let me see, make sure I'm in here right. Are we frozen? We frozen? All right. We here. We're still here. All right. We're still here. Can you guys hear me? All right. Did y'all hear the clip? All right. Did y'all hear the clip? Let me play it again because it might have froze. All right. Let me play it again. All right. Let me play it again because it might have froze. Hold on. All right. Bear with me. All right. Let me play that clip again. All right. Hold on one second. Let me play that one more time. Hold on.
A lot of ghetto coons do that. They talk a good. I mean, fuck them niggas. Keep taking shots at me like I'm this nigga. Like, fool, look who you hanging with, carnal.
What did you just say? Nigga?
Nigga.
You did.
Oh, jeez.
You just said that word.
Yeah, I did, Sonny. I did. I said, you keep hanging with these guys and you always keep...
Yeah, so this guy can't help himself. All right. Dude can't help himself, man. So he's trying to explain and all this old stuff. Yeah, he's been explaining left and right, saying that, well, one was taken out of context, and then we're catching him saying it again. So, so this guy's on one. This guy, and this right here, I played this one before. Shout out to No Jumper. Hold on. This is him referring to me as a ghetto coon. Let me play that again. This is not out of context. This is.
So all I know is I got my platform, carnal. You's a fool, you's a chump, and you's a ghetto coon. With that, I'm out. When you guys were slaves, you guys would run to Latin countries, brother. But really, you're just a ghetto coon, brother.
We used to run to Latin countries. Boy, I would love him to elaborate on that. I would love for him to elaborate on that.
You're just a ghetto coon. A lot of ghetto coons do that. They talk a good. I mean, fuck them niggas.
Yeah, listen, Power 106, they're gonna have to apologize for this dude, man. He done said a bunch of flagrant stuff, dude. Yeah, he's projecting. Ran to what, Latin? Where did we run to? What are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he don't know history. I'm telling you, this dude, we can be here all day pulling clips of this dude, man. He's been trying to explain and trying to act all humble now. Dude, again, I've invited, I said, look, that dude, because he got my name all in his taco salad, and he can come to my spot, because he was yelling out, yeah, y'all, you in Chatsworth, as if it was pull-up time. I'm like, hey man, y'all, if you want to pull on up. I said recently too, y'all come on through. I can go to you too. I know you're in North Hollywood. I can go there in North Hollywood to your spot where you tape your joint. I can go there too if y'all really want to chop it up. But yeah, these little vague threats that him and his little homeboys are throwing out there, that shit don't work on me, homie. That don't work on me, my G. Y'all gotta see me when it gets like that and we that close in proximity. Dude, I can ride my bike over there to your spot, my G. I can ride my bike over there, dude. I can skateboard, get one of my kids rollerblades or whatever, and go right to you, my G, if you need to really have that conversation. And yeah, he's real humble now. Yeah, my dude is real humble now. Because yeah, things done got really real. Yeah, he's out there in North Hollywood. Yeah, I told him. And from what I understand, he didn't say he didn't want to have a conversation with me. This is what I've been hearing on his latest podcast or broadcast, whatever. He's like, yeah, I don't want to have a conversation with him because yeah, you sit down face to face with me, you about to learn your damn history, my G. I'm going to teach you about your history. You dig? I'm going to teach you about your damn history. That's the first thing we're going to get straight. We're going to get some straightening. Yeah, man. And let me tell you something. They sitting up here high-fiving about getting Tyga to take his music video down and apologize. And let me tell you something. What Foundation of Black Americans did. Foundation of Black Americans, we've gotten Power 106 to take that apology video down. It's not up no more. You understand what I'm saying? That video where Tyga's apologizing, we made Power 106 take it down. The Foundation of Black American Family got on their bumper and made them take it down. Power 106 ain't gonna play this game where they're going to platform an anti-black racist who says the vile type of stuff that this dude has said about black society. You understand? We have to make Power 106 now. They have already taken it down. That's the first step. They need to issue an apology. Do you understand, FBA family? Power 106 needs to issue an apology for having that dude on their platform with his vile anti-black racism, because that has put a stain on the streets. A lot of folks ain't feeling that right now. A lot of people feel disrespected. Even some Hispanics feel disrespected by that dude. They're like, hey man, that dude don't really represent us. Power 106 needs to make that right, because y'all done left a bad taste in the mouths of folks in LA and really all around the country. Power 106, y'all gonna have to issue an apology. Yeah, y'all took the video down, but y'all gonna have to issue an apology. If we're gonna talk about apologies, yeah, y'all gonna have to apologize to the black community. Power 106, and we're going to have to let them know they're going to have to apologize. See, what they want to do, this is them, we got to understand the games that they play. This is them trying to pull rank on foundational black Americans, or just black people in general. Because I've heard this Gil guy, he was on Star's show talking about, yeah, we're taking over, Garner, we're taking over, we Hispanic, we taking over. Whoa. He started talking. You let this dude talk, he starts sounding like Richard Spencer. So this whole we about to take over, they got to try to pull rank on us to try to get us in line. You see? So we got to let them know it ain't that kind of party. We're going to let them know it ain't that kind of party. And again, this ain't about all Hispanics or whatever, because we're cool. LA and people in LA, we're cool with Hispanic folks. I'm cool with Hispanic folks. Look, man, we got Hispanic people running in and out of our houses every other day. We got tutors we got nannies who are Hispanic. We got black nannies, Hispanic, Asian tutors just running in, because we got a bunch of kids. So we always have different races of people running in and out of our house, coming in and out of our home every single day. Everybody comes to our house. So we ain't got no problem. We cool with folks, but what we damn sure do not have a problem with, what we do have a problem with, are anti-black racists. Whoever you are, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, if you are cool and you ain't no damn racist, we good. Cats like this dude, who's a blatant anti-black racist, you don't ever get no damn pass. You're not gonna get no brown pass where you can be conveniently brown when it suits you politically. You're not going to get a pass being an anti-black racist. You're not going to sit here and spew anti-black racism and then try to play the white man don't like neither one of us. No, but you're trying to be like him. That's the difference, and I'm not. You want to be like him. You see, yeah, they don't really want to have a real conversation because you're going to get some straightening. This dude has sat up here calling black folks all types of niggas and then trying to explain. I done played the clips. This is more than once now. He's done this more than once. It ain't just a slip of the tongue here and a slip of the tongue there, and it was in the wrong context. No, no, no. Talking about we were slaves who had to run to the Latin American countries for help. Who? Man, I wish y'all have that conversation with me face to face so I can, so I can know which country, who are you talking about? Who ran to you for some help? The only foundational black Americans who really went down there to Mexico with the Muskogos, who were the black Seminoles, who were protecting the border in exchange for some political connections, but they weren't running for protection because y'all weren't protecting them, they were protecting themselves. They needed the political structure of Mexico so that they would not be enslaved again, but they were the military arm there. They were protecting themselves and the Mexican citizens because the Seminoles were protecting the Spanish territory of Florida. The Seminoles were the military arm of Florida. The Spanish were too weak to even protect Florida. If you sit me in front of these dudes, I will get that damn history so straight. Yeah, they be just saying any goddamn thing, man. They just be saying anything, dude. Because they project their failures onto us. Yeah, he ain't even Mexican, dude. And let's not even get into Honduras history. This dude, I know you got a black grandma, your abuela somewhere. You dig? Yeah, see, these people get a little amnesia when it comes to their history. Oh, yeah. He's going to get sat down in the goofy corner. He doesn't want to have a real conversation with me because, yeah, you sit in front of me, all of that humble bullshit that you're trying to do now, we're going to bring up all of that racist garbage you've been saying. We're going to do some straightening because, see, I hit you in your history. I don't sit up here and have to go into I don't get into name calling and all that. You get Ogun on. I don't even have to go there. I hit you in your history. That's the thing that hurts them the most, when you tell them the truth about their history. This dude, Gil, has lied on me insanely. He said that Tariq, that ghetto coon, he lives in a white neighborhood, he has a white wife. This dude wants to be white so bad, he's projecting his white fantasies onto everybody else. Y'all know good and well my wife ain't no damn white woman. Stop it. The Power 106 family, we got to holler at Power 106. Power 106 thinks that they're slick. Power 106 has been doing little slick stuff. That's why their ratings have slipped down so low. Power 106, they're known for doing little slick shit. You got these people who exploit the culture. They get up here and have artists, Mexican or Hispanic, saying nigga all day. They don't check that. You're not going to bring Tiger up to Power 106 and talk about racism towards the Hispanic community from a black person. You're going to have to do the other side. You're going to have to talk about the anti-black racism coming from the Hispanic community. You're going to have to go there, which is more pronounced and more deep. You dig? Power 106 is going to have to issue an apology, understand? They're going to have to issue an apology. Yeah, did Tasha K said I had a white wife? When they say that, that means, Tasha K, she already got sued for lying, so, yeah, she's already got sued for lying, And let me tell you something, that's how thorough you gotta be. When you're that thorough, when people are reduced to lying, that's how thorough you gotta be. They gotta make up stuff about you. They ain't got nothing on you. That's how thorough I am. Yeah? But old dude, he's trying to play the humble game now. Oh man, we're all in this together. Dude, he got called out and he didn't think he was gonna get called out. He thought that they were gonna play this, this whole American Me thing where they're gonna punk niggas. No, it don't work like that, bro. And again, that worked on Tyga, but Tyga's my brother, but he ain't FBA, bro. We got a different spirit, man. The FBA brothers got a whole different spirit, man. We got a different lineage. We got a different spirit. Yeah? Man. But listen, all you black rappers out here, man, you ain't got to kiss these people's asses, man. You got to sit up here and kiss these Hispanic programmers' asses at Power 106 and all these radio stations. Damn that. Power 106, man. they had my brother Big Boy. Big Boy is my homie, man. Big Boy was the voice, or is the voice of LA, man. They fumbled a major bag with Big Boy. They lost Big Boy playing with my brother's money. Then they tried to sue my brother Big Boy for breach of contract. Man, Big Boy got up out of there, went to The Real, the new radio station, The Real. That's the top urban station in LA right now. So they're salty. Black Man, Foundation of Black American. My brother, Big Boy, I've been knowing Big Boy for 20-something years. That is my nigga. Good, solid dude. Good, solid dude. That brother's the voice of LA. That brother's the pulse of LA. He's over at The Real, bringing in those big ratings. So they got a bug in their ass about that too. They got a bug in their ass about that. Yeah. Because, Big is a good representative of the community. And you got this one black man who just basically peeled all your ratings away from you. Yeah, Power 106 fell all the way off when Big Boy left. They fell all the way off when Big Boy left. Yeah? So that's what it is, man. These folks sit up here and tether off of our culture and show nothing but disrespect. There was somebody, this Hispanic dude, hit me up on Twitter. Hey, well, why don't y'all, you talking about Tiger, why don't you ever talk about the racism against Hispanics from the black community? What racism? What racism? There is no racism. And by the way, that Gil dude, another thing he's trying to do, he cherry picks these little stories of some street vendors in LA. Like a year or so ago, a few Mexican street vendors were getting attacked by these little BG niggas, little baby gangsters, little clout chasing niggas. They were attacking little Mexican street vendors. And nobody in the hood was co-signing that. And in fact, some of the little niggas who was doing that, they were getting DP'd by their neighborhood. They were getting disciplined by the big homies. So that little stuff was nipped in the bud. Nobody in the block, nobody in the neighborhood was co-signing that. And this Gil dude was making a real big deal out of that. Yeah. And these black gangsters, man, they attacking our people. These black gangsters, yeah, man, the black community needs to do something. Whoop-de-whoop. And we're like, hey, nigga, when some of the essays are attacking black civilians, y'all ain't saying nothing, so we can nip that in the bud. Don't you sit up here talking about what we need to do as a black community, and y'all don't do anything about the essays attacking black civilians. You understand? You ain't gonna come do that. You ain't gonna come wag your damn finger. So he's running around now, this Gil guy, American Cholo, trying to get, saying that if you attack, if a black person attacks a street vendor, whatever, there should be automatic hate charges. So he's out here trying to get policy for hate charges against black people. See, what he wants to do is be like the Asians. He wants, you know how Asians get hate crime protection from black people? It's not from white people. Remember, white people are not getting hate crime charges for harming an Asian person. Those hate crime charges are only for us. He wants the same thing for Hispanics. You see? That's that honorary white syndrome. You dig? You see what I'm saying? That's that honorary white syndrome. It's real heavy. Did I take a clock? No. I have not taken no shots like that. No. Oh yeah, Soledad O'Brien. Now she's up here trying to play the Afro-Latina game. See, yeah, they're trying to play this game. Now that we are gatekeeping our culture, now they want to try to play this 3-card Monte Afro-Latina game here. You see? It's a real interesting dynamic. But again, we got to go through some of them on the other side trying to get honorary white status so that they can dominate us and harm us with protection. Because that's what that's really about. It ain't about no black-brown camaraderie. They want black-brown dominance or white dominance. Am I wearing an Invisalign? Nigga, what are you talking about? Where do you see an Invisalign on my mouth? I don't know if the lighting is bad in here. Is this a man looking at my mouth? Opulence. This nigga said, am I wearing an Invisalign? No, nigga. And when you looking at my mouth real heavy. Okay, I hope that's a woman asking me that. This dude asking me, am I wearing an Invisalign? You looking real close in my mouth, brother. What's that on your lips, Tariq? What's that? What color is your tongue? Okay, brother. Man. But you know, man, we just got to get some straightening here. We gotta clean up and clear up the tethering that's going on out here. We got to clean that stuff up and clear that stuff up. And did y'all see Rotimi? Speaking of clearing up stuff, and this is another thing, we got to stop these people from talking all of this. We got to go to Africa. Okay, but listen, you know what I don't like, and I don't want to beat a dead horse. I don't like when people sit up here and try to play this game that we, Foundation of Black Americans, they try to sell Africa to us. Oh man, y'all need to go. Man, you go to Africa, you're gonna love it. Man, you're gonna go to Africa, it's so beautiful. Man, you need to go, y'all need to go over to Africa. Y'all need to go. They keep trying to convince us to go to Africa and move there, but your ass is over here in Georgia. This whole thing, it looks real scammy. You dig? Y'all keep trying to sell. This is tethering 101. You're trying to get us to move out of our spot by telling us it's on and popping over here so that we can bounce and then you can come over here and get in the spot. That's all it is. Let's keep it above. Let's call that. That's what it is. Let's stop playing. And y'all just not selling it right. You're not selling the soap good enough. And it looks real silly. And then y'all get mad because we ain't buying the soap you sell it. You're trying to sell the soap and the soap just don't wash. Hey brother, how are you? How are you? Yes, indeed. Yeah, the soap ain't washing. So Rotimi, let me play this clip of him. Let me play Rotimi. All right. Hold on. Let me play Rotimi. Oh man. 1 second, hold on. There's a couple of things I'm gonna show too. All right, so Rotimi, where's that clip of him? And Rotimi, he was the actor on Power. For those who don't know, he's a singer. He's from Nigeria, but he was on the show Power. So this is him, you know, talking about how great it is over in Nigeria. Whoop-de-whoop. Hold on. This is Rotimi. Hold on.
It don't matter what country, you live in 10 times better than most rich people here. Mm-hmm. There's wealthy there and there's rich here. There's a big difference. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for me, experiencing that and seeing that, and then just the style, the swag, everything has been stolen from there.
Come on, talk
You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody just needs to know that they need to go home, and even just the air, like the air is crisp. You can breathe. Like when you breathe in America, bro, it's like you breathing in problems, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God,
and
listen.
Like yes, anxiety. When you leave, boy. Oh man, Africa, bro, all that anxiety is out, bro. All of that.
Okay. Have y'all seen some of the videos coming out of there, dude? Brother, y'all got Rotimi. I'm not trying to beat up on y'all, but brother, come on. I'm not, brother. See, my African brothers and sisters from the diaspora. See, when we start clown, this is why y'all get clowned. When y'all start talking like this, see, we don't even be bothering you guys. But when y'all start talking like this, and then we know what's happening over there, guys. We know what's going on over. Don't do that. My African family, don't do that. Don't do that. We know what's going on over there. The air is crisp, dude. You got little villages over there that's basically open sewers. The air ain't crisp. What are you talking about? The air has the scent of bushmeat cooking, man. Don't do that. We're not trying to throw no stereotypes out, but don't come over here and sell Wakanda, man. Don't do that. We got love for you, but don't do that. We ain't trying to. We see that it's a bad situation over there, and we're not trying to make fun of that or even make light of it. But don't do that bullshit, guys. Come on. This is why we be going in. You see? When y'all come over and try to do the whole Prince of Zamunda, oh yeah, it's like Zamunda. We got elephants. It's like gold and diamond. Y'all stop that, man. Stop that, man. You got a whole, over in America, man, y'all breathe in anxiety. Dude, over there, they're kidnapping whole trains of people and beating them with sticks. Dude, don't go there. Come on, yeah, well, Timmy's not, he's Nigerian. Dude, if it was so popping and the air was so crisp, why are you not there? Y'all never there. Come on, man. We're not beating you up. I'm not even trying to make light of it. I hate to see situations where people are being harmed. I'm not trying to make light of any of that stuff, but don't bring your ass over here. Man, y'all got all the anxiety over here. Dude, we saw a whole village of girls get kidnapped. It's like genocide going on over there, dude. You be beating the brakes off each other over there. What are you talking about, brother? Don't try to sell us the BS. Yeah? And then, you got folks who come over here trying to point the finger at us. Y'all got all those problems over there. You got all that degradation going on over there. You got a lot of problems, and then come over here and try to reprimand and wave your finger and wag your finger at us. There was this one dude, this guy, I think he's a politician from Nigeria. He was all in my mentions. This dude right here. Let me show y'all this guy here. Osal, I can't even pronounce his last name. He's a British Nigerian. I think he might be over in Britain. He's a lawyer over there in Britain, anti-racism, whoop-de-whoop. It's a Nigerian dude. I think he's in Britain. All right. So this guy said this. He was where's the tweet? Where's the tweet? Hold on, where's the tweet from this brother? Hold on, let me find the tweet. Where he was talking about, he hopped in my mentions, talking to me. Hold on. Where the hell is it? I hate when I can't find something. Where's that damn tweet? I'm gonna find it, guys. Hold on, bear with me. I thought I had it queued up. All right, hold on. Where's that? But yeah, this guy was talking a little reckless. Where you at, man? Hold on 1 second. Y'all bear with me. It was very interesting. When somebody just kind of pop out of nowhere. Hey man, you guys are divisive. Right? And then when he got to talking more, we saw where that was coming from. Hold on, where is it? Oh, here we go, right here. All right, so right here, this guy right here, he hopped in my mentions the other day, just out the blue. Tariq Nasheed, the man doing his best to ensure that Africans and Africans in the diaspora remain at each other's throats rather than forging the ties that bind. Sad. Now, when they say stuff like that, that's gaslighting. So people, I just retweeted them and people went in on them. Like, you guys are the ones who's calling us all types of akadas and all of that stuff. So whenever they start talking like this, you just let them keep talking and you'll see what the real motive is. Because see, now we're talking about reparations, and right here, look at this, here we go. Reparations, you meant African Americans, FBAs, they are certainly most deserving of it, just as Africa is also deserving of reparations for the damage that the slave trade did to Africa till this day. But to get it, we need political leverage. No one is handing us anything. This musty bastard was up here trying to tether himself into the reparations. That's all that was about. You see, family, when they jump in our rooms talking about we're divisive and xenophobic, that means that we're letting them hold their own nuts. We're not carrying them. We're letting you fight your own battles. And they're like, no, I have to tether. Oh, I have to tether off you niggas. Well, reparations, we need it too. How are you going to get reparations? How Africa going to get reparations? From who? Who are you going to get it from? Who owes you reparations? Over there where the air is crisp and no anxiety. Who owes you reparations? When you collaborated with the white supremacists. Make that make sense. Wait. You sold us. You participated in the transaction and selling of us over there in those nations. You got a raw deal and then ended up getting colonized, but now you want to get compensated for not getting enough money for selling us? Are these niggas insane? Are they insane? This is insane logic. These people are insane, dude. Dude, they'll say anything, dude. This is desperation, dude. Y'all sat there, you sold us, and you thought that you were gonna have this little deal with the white supremacists, and you realized you made a deal with the devil, and they ended up colonizing all of your shit and turning you into a de facto slave, and now you're complaining that the deal went wrong that you tried to do. You tried to do a janky deal. There's no honor among thieves, dude. You tried to do a janky ass deal and the deal fell through. So all of a sudden now when we, foundational black Americans, when we trying to get something going on, now when you come over here or y'all go to these other nations, when y'all come here, it's all about stay away from the Akata. And if you get anything going, you make sure that we don't get anything of it. But everything we do, you have to be a part of it. When you get over here, it's stay away from us. Those lazy Akatas, they don't whack. They don't whack hard. These lazy niggas don't understand their opportunities. The baby mamas and thugs and gangsta niggas, all of that stuff, okay. But now we are saying, okay, well, we're just gonna focus on our lineage, our Akata lineage, since we're Akatas and we're stray cats that don't know where they came from or strayed away from home. We're gonna stray cat our ass over here and focus on our reparations. Hey, wait, nigga. I don't do that, nigga. I did not mean that. Oh yeah, they got a 360 deal. Yeah. Somebody here, that's a great analogy. Somebody in the room said it. Y'all got with the white supremacists and they gave you a 360 deal. You went and got a janky record deal. You see? You signed to the wrong label. And see, right now, Foundational Black Americans, we're going independent. We're going the J. Prince Master P route. We're going independent. And you signed a 360 deal that you stuck in right now. You got stuck in your 360 deal. And now you mad and you want us to come. No, we're saying do you, because we're over here doing us. You got to hold your own nuts, buddy. No, you signed that 360 deal. You're going to have to stay with the contract, buddy. Huh? Oh, no. Oh, you complaining about your record deal being janky. You see, and not only did you sign a janky deal, the people that you sold out became the face of black people globally. So now when you talk about black people, it's us that people look to. You're like, no, wait a minute, I'm the real nigga from Africa. There's no African, they're not real Africans. And notice this dude, again, they're the main ones who sit up and tell us we ain't African. They're the main ones who do that. When they get among themselves, they'll tell you, y'all ain't really African. I ain't the real African. Now, when we say, okay, well, y'all hold your own nuts, we doing our own thing. Hey, African brother, we are African. We're from the motherland together. We the same niggas. Now we the same niggas because we're letting you hold your own nuts because you ain't got that spirit in you to fight white supremacy. See, this is what it's all about. They done signed a 360 deal with the white supremacists, and the white supremacists are still popping them on their ass, and they're still bowing down to the white supremacists under that janky contract. See, we know we don't have a contract with the white supremacists. That's why we're always fighting him. We already know we can't make no real deal with this white supremacists. We don't make deals with them. That's why we have a reparations movement where we're telling them, give us our damn money. We ain't trying to do all of this janky BS. Give us our money, homie. Give us our paper. They think that they have some kind of understanding with the white supremacists, and they don't. You're dominated by them. Just like all of us, we're all dominated, but the thing is we know it and we fight against it actively. You see? It's a real interesting dynamic. But the name of the game for them is to, everything we get, they gotta get a part of it. Anything they get, we can't even touch it. Anything they get, anything they do, they make sure we are not going to get credit or not be a part of anything of it. Just like with Hispanics too. Again, when somebody was saying, this guy was asking me about anti-black racism, well, not anti-black racism, but he was like, well, what about racism from the black community towards Latinos? What racism? Not only do we not have racism towards the Latino community, it is foundational black American organizations. Almost every single corporately sponsored black organization has helped Hispanic people. Let's keep it above. Every major black organization that's corporately sponsored, I'm talking about the NAACP, the Urban League, the Congressional Black Caucus, even the United Negro College Fund, they have specifically gone out of their way to help Hispanics. Every single one of them. Every one of them. All of them, family. You can't say anything about some racism from black society, and it's our black organizations that's helping you. Name a Hispanic organization that has helped black people. Name one. I give you time to talk among yourselves. Name one. Name one. Oh yeah, Black Panther. Yeah, forget even not even the corporate ones, even the underground. The Black Panthers help Hispanics. Damn near all black organizations. Black Lives Matter, which is whatever. Black Lives Matter was out here caping for Hispanics. They were prioritizing Hispanics and illegal immigrants and all of that stuff. Name one Hispanic organization that has helped black people. One. I'm talking about one ever. One. I can tell you the ones who sat here and said they ain't gonna help us. LULAC. I can tell you that. The League of United Latin American Citizens, that's the biggest Latino advocacy organization and the oldest one in the US. And back in the day, they used to be very open about saying they ain't gonna help Negroes and our struggle ain't their struggle and we can fight our own battles. They tooted their ass up and told us where to kiss it. But while we're up here bending over backwards for all of these other groups, don't ever let nobody from these communities sit up and talk about some racism that we have against them, and all we've done is put on capes for them. That's all we've done. That's why they don't want to have no real conversation with a real stomped down FBA lineage person. They'll get Tiger, somebody who ain't from that lineage, where they can spit that bullshit to him and make him bow down to him. I love my brother Tiger, but you should have had me up in the room with you. We would have got some straightening, brother. You should have had me up in there with you. We would have got some straightening big time. It would have been a real big history lesson there. Yeah. We got to get some straightening, man. And the racism from them, it's well recognized and pronounced. The anti-black racism from them, even they admitted how deep it is. That's a cultural thing. That's a part of the anti-black racism is a part of their culture. That's not a part of our culture. Our culture is helping them. Them being against us, that's cultural. Where's this clip of this dude talking about the culture? This is sometimes every now and then you get somebody who's real honest about what that culture is. Listen to this cat right here. Hold on. Peep this.
A lot of Hispanic and Latino parents will literally try to teach you at a young age to not be friends with black people. And it's fucking disgusting. They show you racism, anti-blackness, like colorism at a fucking young age. You could be a dark-skinned Latino and yet you will get a lot of fucking hate. Not only that, media will even fucking show that shit too.
All right, so you get where I'm coming from, right? So they'll admit that. They know. They know that. They know that. So you get a few of them who will tell the truth. You get a few of them who will tell the truth. That's a deep part of their culture, man. That's a heavy part of their culture. That's cultural. That's cultural. Oh, did my brother Phil show that clip too? Yeah. It's heavy, man. It's heavy. But we in here heavy, boy. We got almost 8,000 people. Let's get it up to like 9,000 in here. Everybody hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But the other day I was talking about how there was the Grammys did this tweet about Afro beats, and boy, some of them tethers got so mad because they told the truth and said where Afrobeats came from. Afrobeats was influenced by Foundation of Black American Music. That's a fact. Now hold on, look at this right here. Nigerians dragged the Grammys for calling Afrobeats a blend of West African music and Black American music. So, boy, they were. Let me see if they can show some of the tweets. So, So yeah, some of the comments. Okay, this is the tweet right here. Afrobeats is a blend of West African music and Black American music that has quickly become a global pop phenomenon. And boy, the comments. Wait, Nigeria owns Afrobeats. Oh, Good. Hold on. They still want to thief this one from us. They're saying that we want to steal it from them. Africa, wake up. Afrobeats by Fela Kuti is a combination of highlight jazz. Boy, they try to, listen to this. They try to steal everything good coming out of Africa. Man. Hold on, wait. The thirst for Billboard and Grammy will make us lose our heritage. This slavery no fit us, nah curse. Boy, they're talking greasy. This slavery. Okay. So they're going in. I'm just looking at some of this stuff now. Oh yeah, this lady right here, Raro Lay. Highly recommend hiring somebody who worked in the Afrobeats culture for years, not somebody who's just started yesterday, to avoid this type of inaccurate reporting. This is not inaccurate. So yeah, they were just going in, man. They were just heavily going in, talking about Afrobeats and Black Americans have nothing to do with that, which is a lie. Fela Kuti, who's the so-called father of Afrobeats, everybody knows he came over here, got the game, and got the funk from Foundation of Black Americans. This is a fact. This is very well documented. And it was a sister, I forgot the sister's name, who's still alive. She still gives interviews and talks about how, and I wish I could find an interview of her. I've seen a couple, but the sister, she's like, yeah, when Fela Kuti came over here, I mean, I could tell how colonized the mind was. We had to put him up on some game. She was like, hell, he was so damn colonized, we had to, chop some game up with him. We had to get his mind right. They were putting him up. He was hanging out with the people who were down with the Black Panthers and putting up on some of the funk. They had to put him up on the funk. They had to put him up on it. Let me play this clip. And now there's some of these African publications who are forced to recognize the truth. Hold on, this one right here. This is from the BBC, actually. This is the same from Africa. This is actually from the BBC. Now, the BBC, they had to tell the truth on it. Hold on, right here. This is from the BBC. They're telling the truth about the real influence of Afrobeats. Hey, bud.
What's your Instagram? I'm trying to tap in.
Tariq Elite.
You spell it for me?
Tariq.
T-A-R-I-Q.
Elite.
T-E.
Yeah, T. You see it?
T-E?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, I got you. I'm tapping right now.
Oh yeah, no doubt. All right, bro. Yeah. Hold on one second. There was hold on. There was some I'm at a hotel. There's some dude was just standing by ear hustling, and he wanted my Instagram. He was ear hustling. He's like, damn, this nigga, he must be spitting some real shit. Okay, but yeah. What's that? Yeah. Sandra Isidore. Let me see if I can find a clip of Sandra Isidore. Yes, Sandra Isidore. And let me find the clip of that sister while I'm gonna play this. Hold on, Sandra Isidore. Let me find a clip of her real quick while I'm talking. Sorry about that. It's something I'm being distracted. It was some guy, I don't know, a Polynesian guy heard me talking, and he wanted my Instagram. He was sitting here kind of ear hustling. There's a lot of people walking by here. Hold on. Let me find Sandra Isidore here. Hold on. Sandra is. Hold on. No. Let me find her. Sandra. I don't want to play this. No. Damn. I don't want no copyright strike. Come on. Hold on. Sandra Isidore. Okay. Let me see if I can find something on her where she's talking about Fela Kuti. Because yeah, that was the FBA sister who Fela Kuti was down with when St. Isidore, okay. Let me see what she's saying here. Hold on. I'm finding.
Only to find out years later that I was the one.
Okay, this is FBA sister Sandra Isidore. Let me play this real quick. Hold on. I'm just seeing this, so I'm trying to see what she's talking about, but I know she was the one who helped influence him. Hold on.
Here in Los Angeles, it was a period of waking up. I knew that he could teach me all that I didn't know about my heritage and myself, only to find out years later that I was the one who was teaching him. The musical is fantastic. I was on an emotional.
Okay, I don't know how deep she's going in this clip, so I don't want to play that right now. But she was one of the people who kind of helped give him the game and bring him around that funk. And here's another. This is the clip from the BBC that I'm gonna play. Hold on. This clip from the BBC, letting people know who really got the Afro beats popping. Hold on.
It all started back in the 1960s in Lagos, Nigeria, when Afrobeat wasn't called Afrobeat, but it was known as Afrobeat. That's right, without the S. The mind behind Afrobeat was this guy, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. After traveling to the US and soaking up African American culture, Kuti returned to Nigeria and established the Afrobeat movement. It all started back in the 1960s in Lagos, Nigeria, when Afrobeat wasn't called Afrobeat, but it was known as Afrobeat. That's right, without the S. The mind behind Afrobeat was this guy, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. After traveling to the US and soaking up African American culture, Kuti returned to Nigeria and established the Afrobeat.
There you go. So he was soaking up African American culture, foundational Black American culture, and then came up with Afrobeats. So that's them admitting that there. So he got the game from us, and we ain't even tripping on. We're not tripping on Afrobeats. That's not nothing. That, we're like, yeah, if you want that, go ahead. But then when people mention where it really came from, don't sit here and act offended. Oh, these niggas didn't do that North thing. You niggas steal from Africa. Y'all not gonna play that game. See, that's what I don't like. People come over here and get influenced by us, and we give you the game, and then you get up here and you do a little something with it, and then turn around and act like we done stole it from you. That's what I don't like. Yeah, FBA influenced that, man. Yeah, he was inspired by jazz, and the funk movement was already popping, so that's where he was getting it from. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is why we gotta get the truth out here. But let's be clear, man. There's always been this thing where we let people kind of tether our music and our sound, and we're so creative. That's one thing about foundational Black American culture. A part of our culture is being extremely innovative. We've always had to keep redefining and reinventing. That is our culture, ladies and gentlemen, the culture of reinvention, because family, we will build something, and we've had so many of our communities and our homes and our neighborhoods torn down by the white supremacists and exploited, where we've had to start over again from scratch because we have nowhere else to look to. Ain't nobody going to help us. So we've known that we have to go out here and make this thing happen and just get it from the mud on our own. So we know how to create over and over and over again. And we've created so much stuff, we forget about half the stuff that we've created, family. You know? Yeah, fella was a rider. That was a rider. We love that brother. We love people like that who are riders. But we've always been creators, man. This is why when you look at what is foundational Black American culture, it is American culture. Everything that's thorough about this culture, we either created it or we've had some influence in creating it. And I'm talking about from every little practical thing that's in your home. We keep talking about all of the inventions that foundational Black Americans created. There's over 50,000 patents for Black people, foundational Black Americans. We got thousands and thousands and thousands of patents, and these were just the things that were allowed to be patented. Let's not even count the thousands of things that were just stolen from us. You understand? We're not even counting the stuff that was stolen, because remember, we would create stuff and we couldn't get it patented because it was against the law. So when we were allowed to get stuff patented, we got stuff patented in the thousands, dude. Part of our culture is creativity. And we give a lot of our inventions away. George Washington Carver would give a lot of his stuff away. A lot of stuff that was invented that they claimed white people invented, it was black people like George Washington Carver. Even the light bulb, they've lied about the light bulb. I've always said our brother Lewis Latimer was the person who really created the light bulb. Because what they do with Lewis Latimer, they give him partial credit. You see, watch that partial credit thing. They'll say, well, Lewis Latimer, he created the filament. He created a better filament for the light bulb. Well, family, that's what makes a light bulb, the damn filament. The filament that can sustain a burn, that can sustain a fire or an electric shock or a light. That's what makes it a light bulb. You see? Without the sustainable filament, all you have is a piece of glass. You understand? So if you say, well, he didn't create the light bulb, well, he created the filament. If he created the filament, he created the light bulb. The carbon filament. You understand? If you created the filament, that means you created the light bulb. Because that's what the light bulb is. What? Other than that, it's glass. It's a piece of fucking glass. You see? So we have to understand when the white supremacists say something, kind of read between the lines. They'll give you half credit for something. Yeah, without a filament, there is not a light bulb. All you have is a bulb, which is a round piece of glass, which is nothing, which has been around for thousands of years. You see? So that means he created the light bulb. The filament is the light bulb. Because Lewis Latimer wrote the first book on how to harness electric lights. He wrote the first book on it. Nobody else wrote a book on harnessing electric light before him. We have to understand our culture, family. And we have to understand how people will try to tether off that, especially the music. And they've been doing the tethering thing off the music for a long time. You know, going back to our music, we've been so creative and innovative. People have had to tether off of our music. Going back to jazz, the first jazz record was by these white boys out of New Orleans who were stealing jazz licks from the black artists, because a lot of black artists didn't want to make records yet because they didn't want their music to be stolen. So they got a white jazz group who made a record early 1900s, and they were trying to go around and lie and said that they created jazz. So you would get these white boys who would lie. And then in the 1950s, when black folks created rock, instead of just having a white boy lie and say that they created it, what the music industry would do, they would get the white tethers and they would just get white people to just remake the records. That's where the Elvises came from. They get these black artists who had these hot records and they're like, well, we don't want to play these black artists on a white radio station, so let's just get a white person to sing the same damn song. Put a little mayonnaise encrusted funk on it, meaning whiten it up, and then, you know, get Elvis or get Pat Boone. There was a white man named Pat Boone who used to do all the Little Richards records. You see, that was the name of the game. They were getting the white tethers. So that kind of fell out of favor for a long time, you know, getting the white tethers to do the records. The Five Horsemen from the Five Heartbeats, yeah, they did a parody of that. But what happened was in the 70s, there were some things that changed. In the 70s, it was kind of hard to get somebody to tether the funk. So you had some white funk acts who would almost they would do two things. With the white funk groups, they would either have to dive headfirst into their whiteness to say, hey, look, I'm a white guy, I'm doing this, you know I'm a guest in this, but this is me, a white guy, doing my interpretation of funk. So they couldn't really be disrespectful with the tethering like they would in the 60s, because in the 70s we weren't really playing like that. You would have lost credibility. In the late 60s, early 70s, black folks was like, hey man, ain't no Pat Boone shit happening no more. We ain't trying to have none of that Pat Boone nonsense no more. That's not gonna happen. So now what they would do, if a white group wanted to emulate like some of the James Brown funk, they would have to just be, hey look, I'm white, like the average white band. Now the average white band, they were a white group from Scotland. He's a white boy from Scotland, and they were really trying to be like the JBs. James Brown had a subgroup. He had the JBs and Fred Wesley and whoop-de-whoop. So he had the JBs. They were real funky, playing like funky instrumentals. And the average white man was basically a carbon copy of the JBs, and they were funky. And they let it be known, like, hey, we're white. We're the average white man. So don't, we're not trying to be disrespectful. We're white. We appreciate it. We love what you're doing, and we're trying to be like you. Yeah, Mick Jagger kind of gave it up too. Mick Jagger was like, hey man, we're gonna name our group the Rolling Stones after a Muddy Waters song. That's where they got that from. So they kind of gave it up to a certain degree. So the white groups, even the ones from England, they would come over and get with a black artist. They got the Beatles came over and got with Billy Preston. They were calling him the fifth Beatle. He was the soul, you dig? The soul ground of the Beatles, Billy Preston. You dig? Black man named Billy Preston. You see, there's always the black person having that black person in the background, that FBA black person in the background. You see? Yeah, Rolling Stone, they were influenced by Muddy Waters, so now they understood the importance of having that black person in the background there, that black person around that they can get that energy from. Yeah, Casey and the Sunshine Band, he was funky, but again, he had to let it know, I'm white. Play that funky music, white boy. I'm white. They had to let you know, hey, look, I'm a white guy doing funk. All right? Hey, no offense, but look, my song is Play That Funky Music, White Boy. I'm very white. Now, the second thing they would do, if you didn't just point out the fact that you're lily white, what was your correction, Johnny? What did Johnny say? What did Johnny say? Johnny said there was a correction. Where you at, Johnny? Did I say something incorrect? If I'm saying something incorrect, help me out. Johnny, where you at? Hold on. Johnny said, did I see his correction? I'm going to see if I don't want to say, I want to make sure I'm not saying nothing incorrect. I want to be, where am I? But that all black man. Okay, yeah, but it was a funky record. Yeah, Casey and the Sunshine Band, it was a funky record. He was down there. I think Casey was from Miami, you dig? And he was with some of them funk musicians down there, and he was doing his thing. Yeah, Wild Cherry. No, was it Casey and the Sunshine Band who played? No. Oh, it was Wild Cherry who played that funky music, white boy. Okay, it was, okay, Casey, what did Casey had a couple of hits. That's the way, okay, that's right, yeah, Wild Cherry did play that funky music, white boy, okay. There's another white group. Yeah, so they kind of did the blue-eyed soul thing, like, hey, look at me, I'm white. Now, another thing, yeah, my bad, it was Wild Cherry, not KC, my bad. Wild Cherry made that. It was Wild Cherry, not KC. A lot of people always get that mixed up. But my bad, that's a common, many people thought that KC and the Sunshine Band made that record. It was Wild Cherry. Thank you, family, that's right. It was Wild Cherry that made that. Now, what they would do later on was they would get a white artist who would sing funk records or soul records, but they would hide the fact that they were white. All right? They would hide the fact that they were white. You know, when the record came out, they wouldn't have their picture on the cover. Boss Skaggs, Bobby Caldwell. A lot of folks to this day don't even know that song, What They Don't Do for Love. I found everything and you won't. A lot of folks don't even know to this day that was a white man. That's a classic record. People still don't know. They don't know that was a white dude who sung that song because they kind of hid that at the time. Tina Marie, when her stuff first came out, she was a funky sister. They kind of hid the fact she was white, and she admitted that. The record label didn't want folks to know she was white. So they had to prove themselves. They had to put out a record. The record had to pop off, and then later on, like, hey, look, I'm white. Oh, okay, all right, well, you made a hot record, so we rock with you. Yeah? You dig? So they kind of had to hide that. Now, what's interesting, something very interesting started happening in the late 70s, going into the early 80s. You had these foreigners, people from the UK, people from Latin America. So what they would do, they started really heavy tethering on these records. So they would come in and they would be studio musicians or whatever. There was one group in particular named Foxy that was formed by some Cuban dudes down in Miami, I think. They were down in Miami. They had a couple of little regional records that it didn't really do anything. But what they did, they got some foundational Black American sisters to come into the studio as so-called background vocalists, but the background vocals were basically the main vocals. They did a song called Get Off, sung by Foxy, real funky ass song. And they got these FBA sisters singing like real soulful, huge record. These were some Cuban dudes, all right? So this was a thing starting in the 70s where they would get these black background singers to put some soul on these records by these white artists or these foreign white artists, you think? Georgie Porgy, Puddin' Pie, that song, they had Cheryl Lynn singing the hook on that. On that song, Georgie Porgy by Toto, that's a song by Toto, right? So that was the thing, getting these FBA sisters and brothers to be in the studio, making the song funky and kind of making their vocals semi-lead. You dig? That was the thing. And then you had a lot of these groups coming out of Italy. There was like this funk thing coming out of Italy in the late 70s. You had there was a group called Kino. I think they were out of Italy. They had a song called Holly Dolly and a couple of songs. And there was another group out of Italy called Change. And Change had a whole bunch of funky ass records. They would get studio singers out of New York. And they had a few songs, Lover's Holiday, Hold Tight, Glow of Love, where Luther Vandross was singing. All right, they had a song called Glow of Love, and they had Luther Vandross, who was unknown. All right, so they would come over here and get foundational Black American vocalists to sing on these songs, these funk records that was made by these Italians and foreigners, and these records would blow the hell up. And then what they would do, they would get foreigners overseas to go on TV and lip sync the shit. And it would be horrible. Let me give you an example. I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this. Now, this is the group Change, and this wasn't really a group, it was really a studio group. But these producers would be in the studio making these tracks. They would hire a foundational Black American like Luther, who just smashed this song. Yeah, Searching, yes. That's another good one with Luther. With Luther Vandross, another great song. Searching, great song. Change had some hot ass songs. These were Italian guys. A lot of folks don't know. Yeah, Glow of Love still sounds great. Now, look at this right here. This is who they got to go on TV in Europe singing the song. And this dude was lip syncing the song. He was lip syncing Luther's part. They get these non-FBA dudes on here. And I'm speeding the song up so maybe we don't get a copyright strike here. Hold on. Now, this is over at some show in Europe. This is in 1980. This is the group so-called Change. Now, the vocals are sped up so I won't get a copyright strike, but this is a dude singing Luther's part, and they're making people think that it's really him. Hold on.
And the beauty seems to say it's a pleasure when you treasure all that's new and true and gay. Easy living and we're giving what we know we're dreaming of. We are one having fun walking in the glow of love.
Okay, so they got this dude pretending to be Luther, and Luther wasn't even out there. Nobody knew who Luther was. So they getting, I know I got to be careful with I sped it up, so hopefully I don't get no copyright strike. So they got this horrible dude lip syncing over our legendary brother Luther. Thank goodness our brother Luther came out with his own solo joint. Yeah, that's Luther. We all know it's Luther. So they got this dude horrible lip syncing. So this whole thing where they were tethering the culture, they had to get these tethers over there in Europe to pretend to be us. It was real weird, but nobody knew, and they would get away with doing this stuff. They would get away with doing this stuff, man. And then this whole thing where they saw that it was successful, where they can sit up here and lip sync our stuff, and this was going on over in Europe big time. So, you go over there, the European producers would produce a song and then come over here and find an FBA vocalist or vocalists to sing it and then go back to Europe and go get some tether to lip sync it. That was a whole big thing, and that came to a head in the late 80s, early 90s. Y'all remember? Were y'all around? For some of the younger folks who were here in the late 80s, early 90s, there was a big scandal of tethers basically pretending to sing these songs that were sung by foundational Black Americans. It was groups like CNC Music Factory, Black Box. They would get a sister, it was a foundational Black American sister, Martha Wash, who was a very great vocalist. She would sing these soulful songs, and they would get the vocals and then put some kind of African European model to sing the songs, pretending to be her. So the real big scandal in the late 80s and 90s. Also with the rappers too, there was a group called Snap who got a sample from a rapper named Chill Rob G, sampled his stuff and then got some dude to lip sync it in the videos. You dig? That was a big thing. And the kings of that shit was Milli Vanilli. There was a group called Milli Vanilli, some German dudes, some German black dudes, I don't know where their family was from. They're somewhere in Africa. But they got these dudes, these white producers, put these tracks together. They came over here, got these foundational Black American singers to sing it, and then got these two moist dudes with individual braids to lip sync it, and this was huge. Milli Vanilli was huge. All over the world, these dudes won all types of Grammys, and then there was a big scandal where they had to give their Grammys back because it was found out that they were lip syncing, and it was foundational Black Americans who were really doing all the singing. Yeah, Rob and Fab, yeah. So yeah, that's been a thing. That's been a thing, man, where people have been tethering off of us while we're in the background doing all the work, and people basically lip syncing our joints and getting all the credit for it. You dig? Yeah, man, that was a huge thing. And the music industry don't even they like to act like Milli Vanilli didn't exist. They like to act like because they knew that them dudes weren't singing, but they knew the marketing was like, hey, just keep your mouth shut, let's get the money. And I think they got found out. They went on tour and the tape messed up or whatever, so people started to find out what was going on, and they got outed. Yeah. Heavy stuff, man. Well, yeah, that whole tethering of our culture, man, that's a major thing. It's been around for a long time, especially the tethering of our music, And when we're mentioned in creating a music genre with them, and they give us credit, or they act like it's bloody murder. Oh my God, how dare you? No, niggas, you did not you didn't create this with me, nigga. Stop it. Stop it. See, we all the same nigga, as long as you getting something from us. Now, if we getting credit for something that you're the face of, because right now Africans are the face of, you're the face of Afrobeats, because that's, we ain't tripping on that. Afrobeats is all right, we got some cool Afrobeat songs, and now you're the face of that. So now we ain't supposed to touch it, even though we influenced it. But how dare you niggas, you make sure we don't get no credit when we help you get that thing popping. But we have to bring you into everything we do. See, we're not gonna play that kind of game. We're not playing the double standard game here. We're not playing that double standard game. All right, we gotta get some straightening with everybody here. All right, it's getting real busy in here. Oh yeah, they did hide Tina Marie. They absolutely hid Tina Marie. They did not want her to be known that she was a white woman, and that's why they had to hook her up with Rick James. They had to hook her up with Rick James, and Rick James had to kind of bring her out and give her that street cred. That's why a lot of people think that Rick James produced Square Biz. He didn't produce that song. Tina did it. She produced that song, very well produced song. She kept the funk popping. I'm gonna have to do a music documentary thing. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna definitely have to do that to get a lot of straightening. I'm gonna definitely get that popping for the museum. Anyway, let me get up out of here. I'm gonna go up here and check on my babies, because it's still early here, man. In Hawaii, it's only 6 o'clock up here. It's only 6 o'clock here. But anyway, man, I thank everybody for tuning in. Much love and much respect. But like I said, family, we got to get Power 106 to say, hey, yo, Power 106, they're going to have to issue an apology for having that anti-black racist up there at that radio station who's been so disrespectful to the foundation of black Americans. They sat here and said they wanted to have a conversation about race that was uncomfortable. Then we need to have a real conversation about it on that side of the fence. We need to holler at Power 106 about getting some straightening here. You understand that, FBA family? Anyway, y'all, that's been today's broadcast, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Much respect. Follow me on Twitter at Tariq Nasheed. Follow me on Instagram at Tariq Elite. Pupia Kute and Lola Vuve to the family. And I'm going to keep you guys posted on the rally for October 15th. We're still gunning for October 15th. We're still waiting on the permits and everything to go